Back at the scene of the axe failure this morning. I got Kevin here and we're gonna chop up that birch tree, but I got some stuff for Kevin first. First thing I got from Kevin, is from a subscriber that wanted to know what size Kevin was. I still don't know who it was, but it's got his favorite word on a sweatshirt. Yep. So that's for Kevin. And then I also got Kevin 2 pairs of winter gloves. It's hard to find medium gloves, so got a couple pair of gloves for Kevin too. So Kevin's getting all decked out today. He's gonna put a shirt right on. He's ready. So we'll get his yup shirt on, and then we're gonna turn this birch tree behind us into some 6-inch firewood. That's our measuring stick for this, guys. I still don't know how this measuring thing's gonna work, but I got the timber jack in the truck. We'll pick that up and we're gonna get it all in the truck and we'll bring it up and we'll get it split. Hey Kevin, does that shirt fit? Yep.
Perfect.
So thank you, whoever that was.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. I'm not sure who it was. There's been a bunch of people that have messaged and wanted to know what size Kevin was. I know yesterday you guys saw the video of me trying to cut this tree down with the axe. Didn't work very good, and that's okay. Right now I'm going to take a little aggression and revenge out on it. I got Dave's decked and ported 372 all sharpened. We're going to flop this baby up on the timber jack and start whacking some 6-inch pieces on it. So sit tight, guys. That's pretty firewood, Kevin.
Yep, pretty.
White birch.
Yep.
Somebody will like that sitting next to a little tabletop fire pit.
Yep.
So what do you like, Kevin? The mini firewood or regular firewood better?
Both.
Both? See, Kevin's just so agreeable. I'll show you what we got though. We got about, I'm gonna say, a third of a pickup bed just from that one tree. I left a couple of knots and nasty pieces down. Whoops, knots and nasty pieces down in there. I don't think I'm gonna mess with those, but this is all the cleaner stuff that'll go back to get split. It's all 6 inches or less, so we'll get this busted into pieces and on the drying rack. Cheers, Kenny. Thanks for the cup. If you guys haven't been yet, Open Air Adventures, Kenny and Winston up there in Nova Scotia. Great guys. Can't wait to get up there and visit them someday. He sent us a little care package in the mail. We appreciate it very much, Kenny. If you haven't been over there, go over and check out his channel. Let's see if we can share a little of this YouTube love. They do a lot of the same firewood and tractor related stuff. He also does some side-by-side videos and a bunch of outdoor related stuff. So I don't think you can go wrong, and Kenny's just an awesome guy. So again, Open Air Adventures. Cheers. All right, so Richard's got his ugly Christmas sweater on, and he's got a box of stuff to test out in just a minute. We're gonna try out one of the mini fire pits. So why don't you go somewhere over on the other side of the conveyor by the log pile where we were chopping, Rich.
Okay.
No, go around this side of the trailer. Other way. There you go.
Slippery.
So anyways, we got all the roadside racks filled back up today. Got those all taken care of. We've got more snow coming, so these will empty back out pretty quick. I've already posted onto the interwebs that we've refilled the racks, so I'm sure they'll come after them, but let's go set a fire pit up. All right, guys, so you saw in our video the other day, we got some tabletop fire pits in. Richard has decided that because the company color is red, he wanted to keep the red one, so we're gonna unbox this and fire it up and do a test burn on it and see how it works. So these are exactly how they'll come to you. You got your fire ring with a bag, instructions, the actual fire pit itself has a divider in the middle, your carrying bag, the fire pit, red, pretty nice. In the bottom of the bag, the box, there's a poker. This poker is just to poke some wood around and move stuff around in there as it burns, but make sure you get it because it can be pretty useful to get the catch bucket out of the bottom as well. So got that. I'll get rid of this box now because we don't need that anymore. I don't need the instructions either. I know how to start a fire, I think. We'll find out in a minute, but that's okay. And I'm going to take this bag and I'm going to put it out of the way. I'm going to leave this sitting up here. This has legs on it, so we're going to pretend that this wooden block is your picnic table or something like that. So these fold out. And I'll show you here on the bottom. They've got legs that fold out. We'll set that right there. Then we want to reach in here and we want to pull out the ash catch and take the bag off of that, just like so. Set that back in. I'm going to set my poker beside it. This ring I'm going to leave off, but as soon as we get the fire going, this sits on top and stays there. That's what's going to restart your, that's what's going to start your reburn process. So I'm going to wait on Richard to come out. When he comes out, we're going to build a fire and we're going to use one of our fire starters and make it work. So we don't have a long lighter. All I have is a regular Bic lighter. So I'm going to light the fire starter for Richard and get it started, and he's going to feed the fire for me once we get it going. So I'm going to put a fire starter in there and we're going to light it, but I'm going to let him do the recording while I do that and keep it pointed right at the middle for me. So in goes one of our fire starters right in the middle, and I'm going to take some small pieces of kindling mini wood and I'm going to lay that on there and make a teepee before I light that. kind of slippery. But that should be all we need. We've got our fire starter down in the bottom. I'm going to light this now, and then we're going to put our kindling around it. So that's all it takes to light the starter. Then we're going to lay our kindling over it. And as that fire starter burns, that's going to take this wood and ignite it. I'm just going to keep putting some small pieces in here for a minute until we get going. This won't take long at all. And I'm going to put the flame cap back on the top because that's what's going to start our reburn. So we're about 15 to 20 seconds in. We've got a little bit of smoke, but the flame's starting to build pretty good now. And the manual says to keep adding bigger fuel, so why don't you put a bigger piece in there, Rich? Just watch your hand on the fire.
If I do get my hand caught on there on accident, that will hurt because I have gloves on.
Yep, you can see the flames already poking up over the flame ring on this, so it's not going to take long before this gets... No more right now. We'll let that catch. We can put a piece right there. There we go. Now keep your face back because that flame's going to get bigger. But these little tabletop fire pits are great to have out on your patio or your porch or picnic table, something like that. And this is stuff that we've been burning inside, been testing. This is some of the stuff that was on the rack inside. It's not super dry, but I know it's dry enough to do what we want to do here. So it's been about a minute. As you can see, we got a fire going. I'm going to bring you back as soon as this reburn takes off. Should be 2 to 3 more minutes. So we're exactly 3 minutes in right now. And you can see we're starting to get a established flame. It's coming up above the top of the rim now. Not a lot of smoke, but the flame is definitely growing steadily. So we'll come back in another couple of minutes at the 5-minute mark and show you what we got. So here we are, just 5 minutes in. I have not added any more fuel since when we started the video. No smoke, nice big flame. The flame's got to be a good 12 inches or so up above the container. I can feel the heat from where I'm sitting starting to radiate.
Me too.
The outside of it is still pretty cool to the touch. I'm sure that'll warm up as it goes. But really nice flame. And I'll show you down inside here. The reburn's working now, and it's just pumping the air through it. And this thing is just like a blowtorch. Really nice, big, clean flame. Zero smoke. I'd say this mini wood and these tabletop stoves are a definite success because that was fast right there. So 7 minutes in, no more fuel. Santa Paws over there in his ugly Christmas sweater is chomping at the bit to add some more fuel in. So go ahead and put another piece in, Rich. Watch your hand on the fire. Just drop it in. All right. So we'll let that burn down for a minute and we'll be back. But success so far. So we're well over 10 minutes in. We've only added one more piece of fuel since Richard first put the fuel in to get started. And let me look you down inside and see what's left. So there's a couple of big pieces there. The flames are still pretty high and they're doing what they're supposed to do. Richard's splitting some green birch for us. I don't think we're going to put that in there, but that'll make it smoke. So 20 minutes in, no additional fuel. Our fuel supply that's in there, I know you can't see it, I can see it with my eye, is actually still pretty darn good. So this isn't burning all that fast. I'm thinking one of our boxes of firewood that goes with this is going to be way more than enough to get you through a night out on the patio. And you can see how high these flames are now that that wood's finally going.
Almost as tall as me.
Yeah, it is. They're almost as tall as you when the wind stops blowing and that flame stands up. So.
And I'm 5 foot in these shoes right now.
And he's 5 foot in those shoes right now, so that must be pretty good. So the outside's definitely warm now. You can feel the heat coming off of it. Don't put your hand on it. It's definitely hot. When the wind dies down, the flame stands right straight up, nice, no smoke. Really, really nice setup. I think these are going to be a hit. So another prime example, guys. A little bit every day goes a long way. Got some mini firewood chopped up into 6-inch rounds. The racks have been filled. The tabletop fire pits have been checked out and tested. Work excellent. The mini firewood we have works excellent. All in all, a good day. So the only thing left to do is to help someone if you can, guys. And we'll see you on the next one. We appreciate you.